Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another episode of Shootaround Sessions Podcast. I'm your boy, Tawasi C, and I'm here with the one and only...
Man, Randy B, you know what's up.
Randy, we in the building, man. And guess what? Basketball is really for real back. Not the preseason. We not joking around. We back for real.
It's cold outside, so you know basketball is back, baby.
Brick City. Brick City. So, boom, we're going to jump right into this thing. We talking about the new look New York Knicks and how you feeling about this New York Knicks team that's coming into 2025, 2026.
There's a few things. One, they look good. We playing our guys. We playing 11 plus a night. I mean, it's granted the fact it's only been 2 nights, but 11 plus a night. Guys are looking good. Guys are playing defense. They spacing the floor a little bit. I want to see more spacing, but the guys are shooting. And one of the biggest takeaways, the tempo. They're playing at a faster speed.
Nah, I love it. I love what I'm seeing so far to the Knicks. And again, it's an early season, so I'm not even trying to overreact yet. I'm trying to keep it cool, but we've been under Tibbs for 5 years, and we saw the same play, like maybe 2 plays ran every time, and Brunson dribble. Now we have the ball moving, and guys is getting open shots, and they're not hitting it yet, but as they continue to build and get that rhythm, I think we're going to look great. I love the fact, like you said, 11 deep they playing. Like, he's experimenting with new lineups. And my biggest takeaway from this thing so far for the past few games has been that he's trusting them. You see him leaving the bench out there. You see they might get on a run for a little bit, and he letting them play. He letting Kolek play. He letting them learn and make mistakes now. So I feel like when we get later down in the playoffs now, we're going to be a solid machine.
As a matter of fact, that bench kind of bailed us out in that first game against the Cavs. When they came back on the floor, we were doing business. So listen, Kolek is showing his playmaking skills. You seeing Cat taking more threes. Yabusele needs to find his position, find out exactly what he's thinking for. Again, Clark coming out, shooting the ball, getting open, getting other people involved. Everyone is adapting to the new system. Everyone is playing together well. Like I said, it's too early. Only 2 games.
Yeah, only 2 games.
We play the Heat. We play the Heat later on. So let's see how this goes.
Yeah, man, I'm loving it so far. Like, I really feel like you're seeing guys. You see a different type of aggression from everybody else. You see guys like Deuce. Deuce is attacking these guys and he's not being receptive Deuce, passing it off, let me bring it down and wait till somebody comes. Deuce is taking it to them. And in that first game, you saw those couple threes he hit. He ain't really have it in the second game, but in the first game, my son was getting it in, and everybody's locking up. Everybody's clamping up. I'm loving what I'm seeing out of this New York Knicks team. Love it.
You talk about Deuce. You know, every year, Brunson is the captain. Brunson is the man. Cat is the second man. Every year we got these X factors. Last year, OG was an X factor. Mitch was an X factor in the playoffs. This season, Deuce might just be that X factor for us. He comes on, instant offense. He's a spark off the bench. He's hitting his threes. He's playing defense. Deuce's value is raising big time right now. He just might be the X factor for us.
Nah, that's a fact. And then, I mean, I wish him well. I wish him playing good. But I want to talk to you a little bit about Tyler Kolek, because I mentioned him earlier. And by default, I feel like he's our backup point guard, because Malcolm Brogdon left, and I ain't even tripping that Malcolm Brogdon left. I'm not mad. Bro had looked washed all preseason. But how do you feel when Tyler Kolek is out there attacking and he's taking these shots? He hasn't really found his shot yet, but he's taking a lot of shots and he's doing his thing. I want to know how you feel about that.
I feel great about it, because this is something that he wanted to do since last year. He's a playmaker. He was doing his thing in college. He came in with a name behind him, and now he's finally getting that chance to show what he can do. it sucks because he had a whole season not playing on the court, so we didn't know what exactly to expect. As the games go along, and as time goes by, he'll get better, where he'll start hitting those wide open shots. He's already finding our guys open and everything, so he's only gonna get better. As the team gets better, he will definitely get better.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. I'm just loving, and I gotta give a major shout out to Mike Brown. As I said before, it was time for us to get out of that Tibbs regime, and you seeing a difference. This is a different basketball team out the gate. Different basketball team. You seeing this ball moving. You seeing guys, like they say they don't really call plays, but you're seeing real like IQ that he's teaching these guys. And I feel like, yes, we not the Golden State Warriors where we could knock down a bunch of threes, but we taking 43s. I think we could get to at least that 30% mark, that 35% mark, and hit these shots that we need to hit. But I mean, what say you? Like, how you feel about the East? Let's talk about the East on a whole. Like, how are you feeling? We look at it's only been a few games. We've seen a couple things from a couple teams, but how are you feeling about the East in general?
The entire league wise?
The entire league wide. Let's just talk about the East. We talking about from 1 to 8, maybe even 10 to 12. Like, how are you feeling about the Eastern Conference?
The Eastern Conference right now, Milwaukee might be a sleeper to be either the number 1 or 2 seed. Milwaukee is doing good. Mm-hmm. It's a good pickup they had over the summer, and Giannis is determined. Yeah. Giannis is determined this season. Knicks, obviously, top of the tier. Indiana got some things to work on. Mm-hmm. Boston lost too much over the summer. Yeah. Not just with Jason. They lost too much over the summer.
They gave away their whole identity.
There's not that much. There's not that much in the East to be scrapping and fighting for. The Cavs, once they're fully healthy, I feel like they're going to be a problem. But right now, like I said, right now is about a 3-4 team conference. Eastern Conference, and that's pretty much it. It's not too much.
I agree with you to an extent. Like, I feel like it's still early and we still seeing teams coming to their own. Something that has surprised me already is the 76ers, only because I believe Embiid is playing, but he's not playing a lot of minutes, prior to minutes restriction. And they got some young guards on that team that's just really attacking and taking it to people. Like, you got Maxey, you got Edgecombe, you got McCain. Even I saw Quentin Grimes getting some buckets the other night when they beat the Hornets, and I'm just like, bruh, this team, I don't think they could touch us as in the Knicks, but then you have the Bucks, who I'm not scared of the Milwaukee Bucks, but I'm scared of Giannis. I'm scared of Giannis. Like, I feel like if the Knicks, and we're going to match up with them in a couple of days, but I feel like Giannis coming down that lane like a freight train, I'm scared of it. I'm scared of it. Maybe Mitch could stop it. Maybe Mitch could do something about that, but I ain't even too sure.
Yeah, I know. It's like I said, Giannis has a big barrier in his back, but there's one thing to look forward to, and I was thinking about this the other day. Mm-hmm. Let's just say we get to January, right? Let's just say Knicks is number 1, 2, 3 on the list. Let's just say the Bucks, something happens and they fall down to 7, 8, 10. Mm-hmm. By January, the talks will start up again. And the good thing about it, and I'm telling you right now, the good thing about it, now we have the advantage. Mm-hmm. Because over the summer, Milwaukee can ask for whatever they want to ask for, and we're like, nah, we're not giving that up. You have a player on your team, your star player, that is clearly said he wants to win another title. He has the advantage to say, hey, I want to go here. Make it happen. So January, late December, January is definitely something to look at when it comes to the standings and where Milwaukee is on the standings, because there might be a major shift in the Eastern Conference if that happens.
But like I was saying, we hear you said December. I mean, you said something interesting. I feel like we got to look at within the East. Let me pull up my notes here. We talked about the Cavs. And the Cavs are still not 100% healthy, so we got to give them a bye. But at the same time, I think the only person on the Cavs that I'm scared of is a Donovan Mitchell, but I don't feel like the rest of the team around Donovan Mitchell is like that per se. I don't feel like they like that.
Donovan Mitchell is here. The rest of the team is here.
Mm-hmm.
Game one of the season, every time he touched the ball as a Knicks fan, I got scared. Especially in that third quarter, he turned into a beast. A beast, a beast, a beast. And yeah, just like you said, there's nobody else on his team that is on his level when it comes to just straight up production. Offensively, defensively, getting the pace going, getting the team going, getting the crowd going. There is nobody on his team on that same level.
Mm-hmm. It's tough. It's real tough in the East. I don't really believe in teams like Orlando, and they were saying them teams is gonna make noise, and the Pistons. I don't really see it. They lost a lot of pieces that that mess up the gelling of the team. So I'm not even worried about those guys. But I know Knicks are solid in the East. But we got to look out West. West is starting off hot. We've had a couple of overtime games over there, and we're seeing. I always say the West is going to beat each other up and they're going to cancel each other out. But out of everybody, the Thunder are still 3-0, still cruising. How we feeling about things out West, and how we feeling about the defending champs, the OKC Thunder?
OKC seems to be in a comfortable spot. First game, double overtime, I thought we saw a preview of the Western Conference Finals for this year. Because Houston looked good. They were matching up very well. But then OKC went into another overtime game the following night. So that's something, I don't know if their dominance level kind of dropped a bit, where every other team is kind of catching up. But they're still number one. They're still doing their thing. But when we talk about out West, there's one person out there that is doing some crazy things that we all knew he was capable of. But geez, Wembanyama is straight killing them out there right now.
Nah.
He needs he has a great team around him. If he had a better supporting cast, I'm not saying he doesn't have a good one. If he had a better supporting cast, San Antonio will be one of the favorites out there off of Wembanyama alone, because he's just amazing.
He's a freak of nature, like
yes,
2 to 7 foot something, and he plays like a point guard. And it's like you seen him come into his own. You seen him get the strength. You seen him do a lot of things. Like, I mean, not even to put a shade on him, but did you see when he got dunked on by Zion in the first play of the game?
Well, yes.
that ain't no big deal. Like, the guy still put up some numbers. They still undefeated. I'm rocking with Wemby. I don't necessarily believe in the team, as you said. Like, they got some young players and they got some grit, but they just ain't there yet. But I feel like the rest of that Western Conference is a toss-up, and it's going to, they all are just going to beat each other up. Like, I'm still scared of the Golden State Warriors because they are going to figure it out. They got a healthy Jimmy Butler. They got Steph Curry, who to me is the most dangerous weapon in the NBA on any given night. And you still got that core, and I feel like they, to me, are my dark horse to come out of the West if they could figure it out.
I got you. I hear that. I definitely see that. Definitely.
I ain't really believing in the Timberwolves, and the Lakers are the Lakers. Like, Luka is putting on shows as he will do. We know he could do that. But I just feel like the rest of the West isn't as dangerous as I feel like they are. Like they say they are, you know?
I see what you're saying. Like again, the West could be a 2 to 3 pony race as well. I can see OKC, Houston, Golden State. You never want to put the Lakers out. And you never want to put Denver out of the conversation as well.
Never.
But yeah, I can definitely see where by the time April comes around, these guys are going to be hobbling because they're going to be beating each other up.
Yep. Let's talk about Houston though. Like, I saw that first double overtime game, and you know, KD is the star. He's the bona fide star on that squad. He's still doing what he's doing after all these years in the league. But how do you feel? Houston ain't win a game yet. As we record this podcast, Houston has still yet to win a game. Do you think they'll figure it out, especially with a missing Fred VanVleet?
Oh, definitely. They will definitely figure it out because, again, it's Kevin Sengun Sengun is dangerous. He's again, a lot of these young players are showing that the NBA is going to be in good hands when these other guys leave. Sengun is pretty good. It's an Adding KD makes it a brand new team, so they need to get accustomed to one another. Mm-hmm. And once they figure that out, they can be very dangerous.
I am going to disagree with you.
Okay.
And let me tell you why. They are going to figure it out, right? But I feel like the biggest problem that they have as a team, they don't have a point guard. They have the Thompson twin playing guard. They have Sengun bring it up, but they don't have a true bona fide point guard that they're missing in Fred VanVleet. And I see that really taking a toll on. To me, they feel like a better version of the Suns last year, where they didn't have a point guard and they was doing their own thing. Less superstar talent, because I don't feel like, Sengun is going to get there. I feel like that Thompson twin, he's going to be a star in years to come. He's not there yet, but he has a dog in him. But he don't even got a jump shot. And teams is going to dare them to shoot. And yes, KD could give you 35 on any night, but what would the rest of them do? That's what I feel like.
Yeah, I feel you. But like I said, to me, I feel like they just need to figure it out. Mm-hmm. And if everyone figures out their role and they do get a bona fide point guard to run the offense, mm-hmm. then they could make some noise.
We'll see. We're still early into the season, but I have to get your thoughts on the new TV deals and how we're watching basketball now. We had games on Peacock. We had games on Amazon. The TNT is gone, and now they're on ESPN, the whole Inside the NBA team, and they're they're shaking up a lot of things in the league. How do you feel about the presentation of these new sports networks and how we see in basketball in today's age?
I feel like I need to write a post-it on my wall as to what games is playing where. It was crazy because I think we spoke about it. It was crazy that on Friday night, the Amazon game, normally those broadcasts, you'll have it on like a TNT, but you can still go on MSG and watch the Knicks game. The fact that it was only on Amazon, and for the people that don't have Prime, missed out on Knicks Celtics, man, game one, that's crazy. And then I watched it on my TV. For some reason, I don't know if it was the channel or my television. It was like high contrast. The colors were extra bright. I don't know. It was a weird broadcast. Again, they're brand new. It will take them a while. I know we say this about every time. It take them a while to figure it out, to get it together. The Peacock one was great. NBC, again, that was a lot of nostalgia. Hearing that throwback. That's a more professional broadcast than I think the Amazon Prime is, but then again, that's NBC. They've been doing this for years. We've been watching Peacock for the past few years, so we know what kind of production value we're going to get from it. And of course, ESPN is ESPN. They always had the NBA, so everything is straight with that.
Nah, I was feeling Peacock because they made that first game feel like an NBA championship game.
Yes, they did.
But you felt something I liked about it. I'll be honest with you. I hadn't seen intros like that where they announced the starting lineup like that since we were kids. And I can remember they would have, you have the famous the Bulls with the theme song, and they come out, boom, 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 boom. And I feel like NBC and Peacock is about to bring that back and make basketball feel special again. Make it feel epic, not just highlights and, hey, this guy dunked on this guy, or how ESPN cuts off the intro. We're about to see the theatrics again to basketball, and I'm very excited about that.
They're bringing back NBA presentation how it's supposed to be. Peacock, I like the entire presentation, the entire everything. Production of it just looks professional. It was great.
Let me ask you a question though. How do we feel about all these NBA analysts that we have on these networks now. We had Dirk, we had Blake, we had Steve Nash, we had on the other channel, we had Melo, we had T-Mac, we had Vince Carter. It's so many basketball players on these things now. They're taking the spot from the traditional media analysts. How do you feel about all these basketball players giving their 2 cents?
It's good for them because it's giving them something to do post being on the court. All I'll tell you is if you want to be in front of that camera and if you wanna do sportscasting, just take it seriously. Do whatever studying you gotta do. Just get better because there was some rocky spots on every platform we watched. There was some rocky spots with the Peacock one. I'm not gonna call out who because again I'm a fan of this person, but I'm just saying if you're gonna be on camera and if you're gonna take this seriously as a sportscaster, make sure and study the greats and pick up the things that they did and apply your own source to it to make it special.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I mean, I really wasn't crazy interested in it because again I feel like we've been pigeonholed by all these media people, all these takes, and they talk less about the game, but I'm more focused on the game of basketball. Shout out to all the analysts that's doing their thing right now, and I feel like y'all do need to bring it, y'all do need to step it up, but at the end of the day I'm just happy that we get in basketball where we need to get it. You know, to your original point, it's all over the place. We're going to take a while to get used to it, figure out, okay, we got games on NBC Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, I think they're on ESPN, then they got the Prime on Friday, and I don't even know where the Saturday night games was because I didn't even know what was going on, so they got to do better at letting us know what's what and where.
Yeah. Put it on the app or something or send us a text message, a reminder as to where we can see our favorite games because it's a lot. It's too much.
Facts. Well, as long as we can see the Knicks, I think we straight.
Everything else that's the important thing.
Everything else is preliminary. But we have to talk about this big NBA scandal that's going on right now. The gambling scandal involving players like Terry Rozier and the coach of the Portland Trailblazers, Chauncey Billups. How are you feeling about this situation and what's going on with gambling in the NBA?
Well, after looking at the whole situation, I realized it's two different things. Terry Rozier was just cheating on the court. He was just shaving his numbers.
Did you see the clip when he was throwing the ball left and right?
There's that. And then you got the Chauncey Billups situation where these old heads in poker, they love to get poker. They love to play these poker games with these 3D or X-ray tables and X-ray glasses and the mob being involved. My only thing is just only the tip of the iceberg. How deep does this really go? Even with the poker scandal and even with cheating on the floor and introducing sports betting into professional sports in general, that was a muddy thing when it started. I always had my concerns about it, and these concerns since we come into light because some people, once they get bit by that bug, it's hard to let it go. And then worse yet, if you can influence those results, it's ridiculous because then now you're looking at players. I'm not throwing no shit, but now you're looking at what if refs are involved? What if coaches outside of playing poker? What if coaches are involved and they're pulling their players a third quarter and not bringing it back in because they don't want them to go on the over and the under? It can get really, really muddy. So it sucks because on one end I'm sitting back saying, let me see how far this goes. But the NBA is my favorite league, is my favorite sport right now, and I'm seeing it being dragged through the mud.
Nah, it's tough. I mean, this is not the first time we've had like gambling scandals in the NBA to this magnitude. Right. But I feel like I agree with you when you say it gets muddy because you have guys betting on sports, and there's been little instances over the last few years where they've done it, but I feel like the league is going to try to protect the league at all costs. So you're going to see like the interview they had with Adam Silver on Friday where he's like, we already did our investigation and we cooperated, and they're going to make the league look as good as it does. But I feel like this is karma for Scott Foster still being a ref in the NBA. I genuinely feel like that. Like, it's karma. Like, you can't take it away. The Tim Donahue's and all that stuff that happened with the mob back in the day. It's still going on, and it's going to come to light. I hope they could clean it up and it doesn't affect this year, because the Knicks is getting the ring this year for sure.
I thought about that. I said, what if there's some mass suspensions and then next we get the ring and they're like, oh, but there's an asterisk on the side of here.
Exactly.
I don't want to hear that. Nah, we getting it because we good, not because half the league was cheating.
Exactly. We don't want no problems. We don't want a static. We know what's going on, and trust me, like, Terry Rozier is Terry Rozier. Like, if he, the proof is in the pudding. We saw the game, the clips. It looks crazy. It looks crazy. It looks crazy. And hey, if you're a millionaire and you're getting money from playing in the NBA, you feel the need to go out and alter games, I really feel like it's crazy to me. You don't have to. You can still. I ain't saying don't gamble. I ain't saying don't bet on other games. I ain't even saying, hey, bet that the Heat gonna win. I'm just saying, when you taking in prop bets and you taking your unders and things like that, it's just not cool, bro. I can't co-sign that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And like I said, and it's hard for these players to not get influenced to get into situations like that. I saw a video clip of a fan. I can't remember what team it was. A fan asking one of the players, "Oh, can you just score 2 more points?" And I'm like, "No, it's just like we're not playing for that. We're playing to win." Like,
exactly.
Like I said, when sports betting was introduced, I was like, "Ooh, this is crazy. This could get crazy." But to me, I would have never thought that players would have got involved, because they're getting paid millions of dollars. And why you even putting yourself in those situations?
It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all, man. But we got to talk about one more NBA beef that's kind of going on right now. Been going on for years, but it's escalating to another point, and we see another chapter unfold in this beef. And it's that beef with LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith.
Oh, boy.
Stephen A. was recently on Carmelo Anthony's podcast, 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, and he was just spitting some real salty things about LeBron James and taking it to a place where I don't feel like it needed to go. But what are your thoughts on the new development, this new chapter in the LeBron-Stephen A. beef?
It's life, I guess. You got the people that critique, you got your critics, and you got the people that are being critiqued. And if you don't have the skin to take that critique, and you have the platform and you're loud enough, you can make it, you can shut down a person's business, shut down a person's profile, shut down a person's everything if you're big enough. But then the people that are also critiquing, it's like, where's the line? Where's the line? Where do you draw that line? And for some people, there is no line, because it is, well, I'm just being real, and this is what I see. This is what I see, and it's just a muddy situation. I do hope that once, either when LeBron James' career is done or Stephen A's career is done, they could just get past this and be brothers. Just like, listen, it is what it is, because we've seen this throughout sports in general, from top to bottom, every sport, but. This day and age, and the social media day and age, it can get very personal, and it can get very, very, very ugly very quickly.
I'm gonna tell you what I think is going on, though. I see that Stephen A. is trying to really propel his platform bigger than ESPN. He's been working on that for a couple years, and I feel like in the last 2 years that this thing between him and LeBron has really been intensifying. We're seeing this guy trying to use it as an opportunity to say, hey, I want y'all to talk about this more. Hey, and it's just escalating to a point where I'm over it, He called out LeBron for being petty, for going on Pat McAfee's show, and as a disrespect. And I do think it was LeBron being petty, but I feel like there's this new narrative that's being created about LeBron, even with, I think the other day there was some comments that came out that LeBron got Westbrook blackballed when he was in LA.
Yeah, I saw that.
They're switching up the narrative on LeBron because he's been a squeaky clean guy for about 20-something years. Never in nothing, but now you're going to see a whole bunch of things come out, and I feel like Stephen A. is going to spearhead that. I feel like we got to get a Netflix documentary soon about it, maybe in the next 5 years. Oh, the truth about LeBron James that you didn't know. And it's just, let's get over it, guys. Let's go back to playing ball, whoever type of way. It doesn't matter. This is egos that I personally don't care about. I just want to see these guys play ball. Stephen A., you owe LeBron your whole career. I know you said you covered Jordan and Iverson, and that's your thing, but for the last 20-some-odd years, you've been going on TV, getting at LeBron James every chance you get.
Absolutely.
Criticize LeBron every chance you get. You've built a career. You owe this man some respect. You know what I mean? You wouldn't have the #1 show on TV if you didn't talk about the Cowboys and LeBron James.
LeBron James.
It's real.
Absolutely.
That's what it really is, you know? And we just got to call a spade, you know? I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know how it's going to be. But if it ends, it ends. And we could just get back to the thing that we love, basketball. And we just do what we got to do. We keep it pushing, man.
Yeah, we keep it pushing. And just to piggyback over something you said earlier, it sucks because you're right. There's going to be a documentary about, the true side of LeBron James. One thing we all try to push for is the positive, and I don't want to get too political, but the positive sports figure, the positive black sports figure. It's very hard to have that. And if you got somebody that's been squeaky clean, leave them squeaky clean. That's all good. Just let them rock. All right. We know Jordan was one of the best, but Jordan had a gambling problem that was brought up. But at the end of the day, it's like, why? We didn't need to know, what have you. But yeah, just let it go, let it rock, let people be,
man. Let it be.
Keep it on the court. Keep the discussions on the court.
That's it.
And that's it.
Stephen A., he can't get on the court because he ain't balling, but cats just gotta chill, man. But I think that's it for us today. It's another great episode. Basketball is back, and I just want y'all to stay tuned in with us, stay locked in with us, because Knicks is going to do some amazing things this year. That's all I really got to say, man. But that's going to be it for us today. It's another episode of Shootaround Sessions Podcast with me, Tawasi C, and my man,
Randy B. You know how it is.
You know how we do, man. Make sure you like and subscribe and stay tuned with us. Stay locked in with us on Instagram, TikTok, and just keep all the things coming, man. We catch y'all on the next one.